Well, what's up, legends? Welcome to Monday. My name's Tori Favreau, the Geelong-Flipper. I resell full-time for a living, and I tell you all about it in these video adventures. Like, subscribe, become a channel member, and let's get going. Tori here, Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
It's Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here, the
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? Well, that was a false start. Hey, how you doing, guys? Hope everyone is super well on this freezing cold Monday. I'm so unhappy about venturing into the world, even though I know, just like a superhero, that the world that the world needs me. Oh, it's cold. Now, in case you missed the intro, which you really can't because it's like you almost can't skip it, I'm Tori, your friend, full-time reseller, known as Uncle Flip, known as the Geelong-Flipper, and known as, Tori Favreau on Amazon with 11 novels. Hope everyone's super well. We're off to the little baby warehouse, the offsite. We've got to pick and pack some orders. I had a good, it is Monday morning. Well, it's at 10 o'clock. Wow, I managed to leave the house before 10 a.m. I sat in the car for 7 minutes, but it is 10 in the morning, which is amazing for me. I'm a bit of a slow starter, and then I work till late. So off to the offsite, off to the offsite. We're going to pack some orders, had some good sales. I'm up to $300 and something this morning, but predominantly because I sold a motorbike helmet for $220. So it's not a cheat code. It's just the majority of the sales were caught up in just the one. I had a few more come through. I think I've had 4 sales this morning, I think. But all my packing material is at the offsite, and a couple of the items that I sold were at home. So I'm taking, it's a stupid setup. Once I get a computer up and running at the offsite, I don't want to take my own laptop because it's a really, and I know this sounds stupid, it's plugged into hubs and web cameras and all that stuff that I use for the YouTube channel. So I don't want to be unplugging everything constantly and weakening connections or accidentally if I drop that laptop, I'm buggered. It's about 6 years old, but it was $4,000 at the time for a MacBook Pro. And Torsey can't replace it. Well, he can, but it would be an extreme saving program involved. I've heard of some people who do YouTube doing everything on their phone, like the editing and everything. I couldn't imagine it. My eyes are not good enough to do it. And the more I start using the computer instead of my phone, I actually prefer it. The phone is pretty much now, if I'm like killing a couple of minutes, I'm on TikTok, looking at stupid stuff. Have you noticed on TikTok, like all this stuff happens on there and you're like, hacks for things, and you're like, oh, that's pretty neat. Have you ever used a TikTok hack? Comment down below, please, because I know I haven't. We did a live stream last night, which was awesome, helping out Swags the dog with his eBay store. So Bo, thank you for giving of your time and letting us critique. Hopefully those suggestions do come through and really help. I think they will. I'm quietly confident. Oh, I'm just trying to defrost. I took the stuff that I wanted to take to the offsite out to the car, and even in that short period of time, my fingers were like little finger popsicles. And I said to Ali, you have been warned. And then I touched her arm, and it was like, yeah, she said it was like the grip of death's icy grip. So yeah, that's most certainly a thing. And yes, I'm going to be getting ironically a cold coffee, but a toasty on my way there. And I do appreciate Shorts last night for recharging my caffeine account with $5. Thank you, mate. This coffee is for you. And I have only realized last night that yesterday's video didn't upload. I thought I'd set it to set and forget, and it didn't upload. So it's uploading even as I'm recording this for you now. That's basically just how unhappy I am about customers. So you guys will have seen it before you see this. The whatnot last night, if I can give you a takeaway, it's going to be weird because technically you guys, this is going to be 2 days behind. But I did a whatnot on Sunday night. Yes, it's Monday, but you'll be seeing this probably Tuesday. Except for channel members. You'll see it beforehand. I do declare, I do believe. But I did the whatnot at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I know it's one of those weird things. It's like I was selling DVDs. I ended up selling a crap load of my books that I write. And thank you, everyone. But basically, I know the movies I was holding up. It was an interesting lesson. I didn't sell a lot yesterday. I made $310, but the majority of it was my books selling. So I don't think at the moment, and I'm trying to have Whatnot contact me because I am a small YouTube channel, but I want to find out more from them, what sort of stats and any other analytics that they can possibly give me, because that would be helpful. I think that doing the afternoon stream, unless you've got, no, I'm just going to say it, I think it's a waste of time. At the moment, I think it's a waste of time. I know there were several of the Geelong-Flipper family in there, and I do know that some of them were doing really long streams. Like the girls were doing a stream, Toys with the Girls were doing a stream, and Ali told me that like ages later, she could see that they were still doing it. So well done, the girls. But no, I did a 1.5 hour stream, and I think at the moment evening is the place to be. Like Whatnot are trying to get people to do stuff in the afternoon by saying, hey, when you do this, your fees will be lower. But if I'm not making sales, I'd rather pay 8% and make a F ton of money and pay the 8% than, you know, make not much and make, you know, have a 4% fee. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But yeah, I want tomorrow off, so I've got to get this packing done. I've got to go home and list all my listings. Like today, I think is covered, but I need to list enough to pay for my day off tomorrow. And if I can even wrangle it, if I can go like hard on it, if I can do that, then I will even try to give myself Wednesday that's a little bit more relaxed. Also, I'm going to ask a random question here. Random question here. And that question is simply this. If, have you guys played pickleball? And I better check my phone in 2 seconds because Ellie keeps texting me. And so I don't know what that's about. So give me a moment. It may be important. She doesn't text like boom, 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 but she is texting like boom, boom, boom. I'm going to check that, all right? I'm going to check that first. And then we'll get sorted out with the rest of the day. Can I park here just briefly? I'm not staffed, but I do love them. Hang on, let's have a look here. They'll probably glare at me. Sorry guys, sorry Bean Squeeze. I'm using a staff park. Well, of course it's important because it was Ali, but she just messaged me to say that I'd been complaining about my eBay app, and she's like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you that her eBay app has been like failing a lot as well. We're both on iPhone and have to keep restarting it. It's annoying. Are you guys experiencing that? Annoying. And just like that, through the power of television, we're at the off-site. No, I had a phone call between getting a toasty and coming out here. So we're at the off-site. We're going to jump in. I've got to get the Whatnot orders out for Ali to get ready to ship off for me. I did the Whatnot by myself yesterday. Speaking of Whatnot, right? If you're not familiar with what it is online live auctioning. All right, it's a chance for you to make some money in alternate ways than what we've been doing in the past. And look, it's been a lot of fun. I am trying to make my way through it all, as are a lot of you. But just to let you know, the referral code, if you want to become a seller, is in the description. And I'll nail down on this rather firmly, okay? So if you use my referral code and you get stuck, right? I've said this before and I'll say it again. Email me, or you can message me through Instagram if you are using my referral code. You need to use the code within 6 days, and you need to stream for 2 hours and sell to 5 people in order to get a $150 bonus paid out to you. When you do that, I get $100, right? So my thought is that if I'm getting money from you doing the work, I will help you get set up. But you need to contact me. Don't post. I don't see every post that goes on Facebook. I don't see every post that goes on a YouTube comment. Contact me directly if you're using my code, and I will help you. And I'm inundated at the moment, but it's hard because I've had some people say to me, "Oh, did you see that so and so posted on the Facebook group?" No, because I wasn't tagged. No, because it's sometimes gets cluttered with posts. So if you're using my code, I'll help you. You need to email me. You need to contact me directly, not vaguely through a Facebook group. Okay? I am doing my best. I understand people do get frustrated, but I'm one person, and a lot of the questions that I'm getting could have been answered by watching the Whatnot tutorials. There's 3 tutorials. I think they take 7 minutes to watch, and they pretty much cover everything. There's going to be teething. It's weird. It's not eBay, but I can help. As long as you get yourself set up using that code and you've been approved, and you're set up and you go, "Oh, I'm just not too sure how to do this." I'll do my best to help you, but just know if I don't get back to you in a time frame that suits, that there are tutorials on there as well. But I will do my best. I promise to help. I get paid for it, so it's not like I'm just going to sit back and not help you, because I want to get that referral bonus too. And I do want us to succeed, because not everything that we sell always works on there, on eBay. Whereas on Whatnot, it's a whole new audience. It's growing. It's exciting. So just know that help is available. I've started doing very basic videos. They're not even as good as the tutorial. I just don't have time. So when I've done a screen recording of me setting up a Whatnot show. It's somewhere on my computer. I'll grab that. And I have done I think I've done a screen recording of how to add an item in. If you just want to do the fast and furious sort of auctions like I do, there is an easy way to do it. We'll get into that in more detail, and we'll try to lift each other up about that one, all right? So if you're on my referral list, please contact me, Geelong-Flipper@gmail.com, or via Instagram. But just, yeah, like to give you an example of yesterday, I answered, by the end of the day, I answered 20 questions about Whatnot from 12 people. So 20. So as you can see, there's multiple questions being asked by the same people. I don't begrudge that, but I do begrudge if it is something that is readily available to look up, because it's just a Google question. But at the same time, I understand it can be overwhelming. So I've got your back. Just try to get the answer first, then come to me and tell me what you did to try to get the answer, and we'll just go from there. Alrighty, let's get into the offsite, and we've got to pack some stuff. And I'm dawdling because it's really cold and I don't want to get out of the car, but I have to. So do you. Come on. Right, legends, I'm going to show you walking into the offsite, because it's become really messy, and you probably don't get an indication of just how bad it is when I show you just with me standing there. Check this out. I need to do something about it. All right, so as I said, there's a lot of stuff in here now. It's no longer the spacious area that I love and adore. I still love it and I still adore it, but this is where I've been pulling stuff out for Whatnot shows and other bits and pieces, and I haven't put it back in. So that's on me. That's just a rubbish box there. Some stock. That pony, that was so annoying. I accepted $300 for that. And I think I told you guys, the customer goes, "Oh, I didn't notice the fading." Yeah, you did. It was in the photos. That's my stuff. All my little cutie pies are there. G'day guys, Buzz Lightyear here. Shark. I want to find a lot more action figures. Like just, oh, hey Goku. Wrestling dudes. Don't know what they're doing. They must have had a few adult cordials, I reckon. In any case, I need to get stuff sorted out here. These are some of the Whatnot orders that I piled up yesterday. There's more to go now. So I'll pop them over on Ali's bench, and we'll get crack-a-lackin'. One thing I have noticed is that the volume on this thing seems to drop off dramatically when I'm inside, unless I'm raising my voice to talk against the car. So I do apologise. I was watching back something I'd recorded, and I was like, that's weird. Why is that so quiet? Yeah, so it's so quiet. Now, I'm ducking and dodging stuff here. I've got to get this stuff ready for Ali. These were the things from yesterday. There's more in the car. That's Beck's stuff. I've got to personalise a couple of those for Beck. And for Mal. Yeah, thank you for buying my books. It's bloody awesome. Actually, let me pay attention to what I'm doing there, and then I'll come back and chat to you more. But I want to inscribe them for people. Wow. That was fun, but it took a lot longer than I thought. I have just signed, I think, nearly 20 books, and they'll be heading out soon. And a big thank you to everyone who bought my books from me. Tim, thank you. You bought 5 books. You've got all the... No, 6. You got the little death books. You guys are fantastic. Beck bought a heap. I do appreciate it. You can buy my books off Amazon too if you don't want to have to bid for them and you don't care if they're signed or not, or you can read them on Kindle Unlimited for free. But I prefer selling the physical copies. I love to know that they're in someone's bookshelf. It's cool as... Well, it is cool as. So now it's 11 o'clock. It took me about, I don't know, 25 minutes to do all that. Okay, so eBay. eBay, why aren't you down here? That's random. Oh, there it is. All right, so I'm back over 20 grand. I've had a good morning. I forgot I've got to get some stuff out of the car. But yeah, if someone knows how to use these DJI, if you've got an answer as to why it's doing stuff a bit weird, please do let me know. And I'm going to be able to just show you immediately 2 things because they were at home. So firstly, I told you guys about this, but I didn't show you. I showed you a photo. It's the Catwoman statue. I got it when I was in America. Doesn't suit the rest of my Batman collection though. Paid about 35 bucks. I think I said I sold it for 80. Well, yeah. If I remember to check, I will. And the other thing I sold, I got this for nothing. When I did a huge buyout, they just said, look, it was one of the country op shops. They go, we're not allowed to sell these. And they said, do you want it? And I said, yeah, I'll give you some money for it. And they said, no, don't worry about that, because I'd already spent nearly 300 bucks there. I sold it for 220. That's a nice way of offsetting my op shop spending. So this is going to America. So I've got to pack that too, as well. And also, I've got some boxes out in the car. I've got to get my coffee. But yeah, I brought some packaging from home because I really don't want to go down to the hardware store and Frankenstein it. So yeah, I hope that this stuff will do the trick, because I've also just reminded myself, and I better grab that out too. God, there's stuff everywhere. I've got to get the Nerf gun, because I haven't sent that yet. You guys saw me wrap it, but then I thought I'll just do all the proper packing here. So we'll give that a going over as well. I know I've got more cardboard around the place, but yeah, now as the offsite starts to fill up again, this ain't good. Some of it is residual from the whatnot. Some of it is residual just as I'm trying to sort stock. But there is S everywhere, and I'm not happy. And it's me. I'm not happy with me. No one's fault but mine. I need to process stuff better. And you know, whilst it's fun for me to like think to myself, oh, I'm going to do a, okay, that's weird. I notice now I do not talk as loud as I do in the car. It must be a subconscious thing. So that's why the levels are down. But I've got it jacked up as high as I can make it go, I think. Don't know. Anyhow, sorry. Now I'm going to subconsciously try to talk louder all the time, which won't be good for my throat either. Okay, so yeah, I've got all this stuff here. I've got cars down there. I've got the failure books from the whatnot. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of moving parts. So it's like, I sort of see like when people do end up getting bigger spaces, how easy it is to just suddenly go, I've got more space. What do you guys do? Like, do you buy the size of the things that you know will fit, or do you buy based on what you think you can make $1 from? That'd be good to know. For me, I buy what I think I can make $1 out of, but often the bigger things sit here for a bit. But yeah, so I'm up to $20,372. I have not seen a 2-0 for a little while, so that was reassuring. I've got several items to pack now. So we've got the, where are they? Actually, there's not that many. I've got, because I just showed you the motorbike, it's more about packing and getting the whatnot done. I'm happy with that for a change. I will deal with that with happiness for a change, because that might give me a quick second to get some extra cleaning and stuff done here, which I say and then I often don't do it, which is stupid. But I'll try to do that. Excuse me. Tub 58 is there. I'm putting it off because I don't like climbing up the ladder. I'll just do it, because then we've literally, all we're going to do is pack the helmet and do the Nerf gun and do the Catwoman. And there's only 2 items. There's a book and a pair of jeans, because the other people haven't paid for their stuff yet, which kind of sucks. Pay for your stuff, guys. Pay for your stuff. I don't like the layaway system that eBay lets some of our more tardy people get away with and do. I don't think it's fair. Okay, these tubs though, yeah, okay, it's a bit weird. Some of these tubs are quite empty through a combination of me listing a lot and also sorting stuff for the auctions. But as a result, I am going to have to spend some decent time here and sort through everything. And I actually think I'll be able to condense a fair bit looking at what I just peeked at then. All right, this is not a see-through tub. It's a book. This is called The One and Only Ivan. It's a film tie-in. It's a Disney movie. And yeah, Catherine Applegate wrote it. I haven't read it. It was in a bulk lot. I didn't pay anything for it. And I sold it for $12. And the shipping was $8.95. And now I've got to find it. So yeah, once I get a bit better organised here, that'll be good. Because here's the irony. Please don't laugh. I want to go up shopping tomorrow. I miss it. Just, you know, just go on a road trip with Ali. I keep saying this. I want to find more action figures. I like action figures. They are like my inner child kind of thing that I do like to collect. I don't know if you've got stuff like that, but I wouldn't even care if they were all action figures. Goodness me, where's this book? That's How to Train Your Dragon. Right, I'm on the wrong side of the tub then. Oh, that's weird. Hey, Dreamer Sue's E.T. I listed it. Didn't realise. I was like, I can't find it. Yeah, because you listed it, mate. Okay, that's sorted. That's sorted. That makes me feel happy. Now I've got to find the rest of Dreamer Sue's stuff at home that I was holding aside. That's all good though. Winning, they call that. There it is. The one and only Oivan. Oivan. Sorry. That's the book. So, I think there is a, at the moment, it is a bit of an uncertain time with, all the YouTube stuff. But I do think it's also, there's a reassuring time that as people bail because they can't cut it for whatever reason, it may also open up more avenues for those of us who are prepared to stick it out. Just hold on to that thought. Just because I'm excellent, like, future husband material. I know Ali likes reading this guy, and I wasn't sure if she'd read him. She's read that one though. So yeah, I am pleased with the progress being made in Tubland. It's going well. It's going well, but because I'm poorly prepared for most things, that's the only reason why some of this process is sucking as much as it does. Because instead of going, oh good, I got a sale, and condensing, I'm just leaving it on the ground. And I think, look, one, it's lazy. I'll acknowledge the lazy part. But the other part of it is that I often, I feel flustered and I feel time poor because I'm trying to achieve a lot. And I know we all are. And I know I don't always succeed. And I know I don't always please everyone. And it's funny, the not pleasing everyone is sometimes the thing that upsets me the most. Because I'm trying so desperately to build this community of resellers that are geared and want to help each other. And then when it doesn't work, my heart breaks a bit, and it's like, or someone says that I didn't do something, and whether it's true or not, that is a part of the social media stuff, guys. It's not like a huge look at me kind of thing. It is literally just as you get a little bit more popular, as the Geelong-Flipper family is getting popular, the group, you guys and me. Yes, it's my channel, but it's our community. As it gets more popular, people are going to want to tear apart the things that we are building together. Please don't let them do it to us. Don't let them do it to me. It's tall poppy syndrome. And so I cringe to think of what we may, as we get bigger, which it will happen, but as we get bigger, what might happen, it's going to be an interesting time. I think that's all I can put it down to. I am totally putting off the fact I'm going to have to move everything here, all this mess, to get to tub 43. I think 41, 40, 41. It's going to be down the bottom. Watch me sadly kick everything to one side. Still not clean it up, but sadly. Oh, I felt like Cypress Hill then. So you want to be a rock superstar and pay large? I like Cypress Hill. I saw them live. Oh, that sounded very dramatic, didn't it? Don't! Stop falling down. I promise I'll put you... No, I can't promise that. Maybe I should actually just use one of my days off to come out here and clean. That way it'll still be a work day for sure, but I won't have the pressure of everything else. So, going back to all that. I feel time poor because I'm trying to get a lot done. So, I'll give you an idea of what I've got going on, and I am grateful for these problems. I'll get that out of the way. So, as you guys know, obviously, I generate my own income by doing this, as I know a lot of you guys do too. So that's not a woe is me. I'm very lucky that I can do it. Oh my God, the tub I want up there, I didn't even look up. No, stop talking, puppy. So yeah, I've got the eBay pressure, and the eBay pressure is good pressure, but it's my small business. Like, I'm trying to get that done. Yes, I know the tub's up there. I've got YouTube. I have a community of nearly 2,500 people who I care about, and I am trying to stay connected. And I don't know if you guys have experienced this or if you've done any sort of social media that's blown up. I hope it has, if that's what you want. But by gum, I can tell you, it's harder. It's harder to stay properly connected like you should be. Okie dokie. Let me just check this order. Give me a second. Okay. Had to call Ali. But yeah, so there's a bit, there's a bit going on, and it's stuff that I'm creating. But yeah, so eBay, YouTube. The YouTube stuff is very important to me because I never thought we'd end up reaching so many people, and we have, together, you and I. But at the same time, it's just that additional pressure that I want it to do better. I want it to be more. I want to reach more people. I want to grow that thing that was born out of love, and encourage it. Encourage you guys, hopefully. I keep worrying about the microphone level. I'm sorry if you have to play with the volume. I'll figure it out. I'll put it out there. I'll look something up. So yeah, there's all these little things. There's my books. Now, I've written 11 books. One of them sells quite well. Not talking about the stuff on Whatnot, because part of that is because I know it's Flipper family wanting to encourage me to write. Not silly. I appreciate it and I love it, and I hope that when you guys get the books, you read them, because I would love to know that you guys are reading my work. But, I need to be doing more about that, because I love writing. I've got 5 more books that I'm writing at the moment. I don't write enough, because I'm constantly trying to do better on eBay, do better on YouTube. And as a result, I forget about the books. Then it makes me sad I forget about the books, because they are worthy of my time and effort. But I need help with them, because I don't know how to do this stuff. I don't know how to do marketing. I used to. Believe it or not, I used to actually do it for people 20 years ago. The landscape has changed so dramatically in that time that the stuff I know about marketing, other than basic copywriting, the stuff I know now is so redundant. It isn't even worth, I wouldn't be able to charge for that information. So these are these are Jag jeans. I sold them for $35. I paid $4 for them. Once again, I like selling jeans, and I honestly do. Leg 30, boot cut, waist 32, low rise. Yeah, they're nice pants. They're in good nick too. I mean, not that I wouldn't be selling them if they weren't in good nick, but it's nice to know that you're selling quality stuff that people will want. And that is, in all seriousness, that is pretty much the packing part of this. So yeah, I've got my books. I've got YouTube. Now, when you think about the content of the YouTube stuff, and now I've got Whatnot, and I'm trying to make it all work. And at the same time, sometimes it frustrates me, because it's just like one eats into the other, eats into the other, eats into the other. And it's like, it's a good problem to have, but it can be upsetting is not the right word. It can have a strain, or a mental strain, trying to juggle it all. It's like, I live stream 4 to 5 times a week. I do Whatnot now 3 times a week, maybe more sometimes, because the first month is fee free. So why wouldn't you be doing it when it's free? I don't mind paying fees though. It's the cost of doing business sometimes. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I do know that I sound like a broken record about that stuff, but I don't resent paying fees. What else? So I've got the whatnot stuff. I talk to you guys an hour to an hour and a half on these videos. I then talk to you again for another hour because I love the lives. Bloody hell, I love them. But I talk to you again on that. And then I'm talking on whatnot as well. It's a lot. The content creation is fabulous. And the interaction with you guys is priceless. So I do admit often I will come in here and I'll get stuff done and then I race off. Because normally, one, I talk a lot. I know that. And we can laugh about it. I talk a lot. These videos take way longer than they should. I mean, I take way longer than I should because I'm doing the video. But would I have it any other way? No. Not at all. Because I love it. I love it. It wears me out, but not in a negative way. I get tired. And one thing I did notice too, I have not been looking after myself very well. I've put back on a lot of weight and I am generally unfit. I know that, and I'll acknowledge it here. I tried getting back into walking a little while ago, showed you guys me walking, and then I didn't do it again. I walked twice because I was wearing inappropriate shoes. The shoes I'm wearing at the moment, I'll show you. I bought them brand new. They're not from an Oppo, but they're that worn out. These were expensive. These are Skechers. They're slip-ins, which are amazing. But I'm pretty much touching the ground at the front now with my feet. But shoes cost money, and I do buy op shop sneakers and I do wear them. But for me to get back into walking, I don't think I want to buy a good pair of walking shoes, maybe New Balance or something like that. So I need to do that. I ordered it's called a walking pad. It's a treadmill, but it's for walking. It's small, and I'm going to be putting it in the lounge room so as I can watch telly while I'm walking. It's meant to be very quiet too. So I don't know. Hopefully that'll help. Hopefully having something like that, because you don't want to walk in the winter because it's cold. I don't have a gym membership, and I do like walking, so I am hoping that that will be the impetus for me trying to get my health back in line a little bit. Because yeah, I'm not moving much at all. I'm on my feet here talking to you, which is something. I know it's something. Any movement's good movement, yeah? But in terms of me staying healthy, it's not enough. And I think getting older, once again, not pulling any punches about that. I am literally getting older, as we all are, but I'm middle-aged. There's the other stuff like bone density, there's having the right vitamins and stuff like that, eating properly, which I still don't. I still have naughty treats and bits and pieces because, I guess that's how I got heavily overweight in the first place. I would eat at times like there's no consequence for a bad diet behavior. Whereas of course there's huge consequences. I had diabetes. I don't have it now, thank God. But, and yeah, someone asked me in one of the videos, can you get rid of diabetes? Yes, you can get rid of type 2. Type 1 you're stuck with, unfortunately. But type 2, if you, sometimes, if you lose enough weight and do the right thing, you can avert tragedy. So, this is the Catwoman one. I basically just want to, I'm reusing a package that was sent. It's been weird lately with whatnot. I've been buying stuff to support people and also because it's what I want. But yeah, it's been a bit funny in that I've been getting parcels, but they haven't been from you guys. They've been from my purchases, and I'll get a notification like, oh, this thing's on its way, and I'm like, yeah, and then you're like, Oh, no, it's not what you think, Tori. It's something you bought and paid for. It's not as exciting. That's where I'm trying to go with that. Getting parcels for things that you've paid for is not as exciting as getting a present. All right, so move that over there. I'll use this Bunnings box because that motorbike helmet will go in it. And let's just double check. I'll have to cut it right down, but that's okay. So let's try to, this is not quite Frankensteining, but it is. I guess it is. It's when you cut down a box to make it suit your needs. Don't forget, guys, when you are sending stuff overseas, it doesn't really matter other than the weight. The dimensions do too a little bit, but not as much. Okay, so all I'm going to do at the moment, I'm just going to start testing. So if that goes over there and that goes like that, even that would be okay. All right, that's good. So what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to get a little bit of bubble wrap for the helmet. No, that's the other thing I was doing. And I may be a little bit all over the place. Like I keep saying, you know, out loud, a clean workspace would be a better one. It's for stuff like this. It's like, they're not orders. It's just crap I haven't put away yet. So I need order and structure. And what I do need to do is I need to get off my ass, right? I'm being direct. I've got to get those Apple computers. I've got to stop talking about it and do it. I need help to do it. You know, I've literally got someone interested. Though, when they hear thousands of dollars, they may not be interested. Are you interested? It's going to be thousands. I want thousands for them. Now, for a $220 helmet that is going overseas, we mainly want to avoid up and down bounce. So I'll seal that one off there. And then we're going to go the other way for a little bit too. I don't want the customer to have any excuse to say, I didn't do the right thing. You guys are probably laughing. Oh no, I was about to say I'm actually looking for the tape gun, but I found it, which is a miracle. Okay, I'll do a couple of layers just to cover the front as well. And hopefully the lady that buys it is happy with her purchase. It's funny, because the helmet's light, I thought the postage was going to be absolute killer. From memory, it is about 55 bucks. Well, at least that's the way it was calculated on the shipping. So if it is, great, and if it's not, I'm going to have to cough up the difference. I'm hoping it's not that dramatic though. All right, helmet in. Bring those bits up and over again. And this one up and over. They actually hug that quite well. And then, if they meet, okay, good. This is going to sound silly, but with some of this stuff, you want to try to remove some of the excess weight where you can. So if those extra flaps on it don't need to be there, we get rid of them. So that sort of weight won't be a significant issue. And that one goes over there. We'll seal it again. And here. Tape guns are the best when they work properly. think that should do it. That's all right underneath. And yeah, look, it's ungainly, but as you guys saw, there's heaps of bubble wrap on it. It's it hardly moves. That's what we want. All right. So then, with the rest of the packing stuff. All right, where, guys, did you see where I put the Catwoman statue? It's probably right in front of me. And if it's not, then, oh no, it's right here. So this one is a little bit different. Obviously I wish to protect it. If I go up and over, yeah, okay, it'll be another Frankenstein, but let's start like this. We'll give her a layer of bubble wrap. Because I don't know if I've got anything else here that is quite the right size. So paranoid about those. I'm so paranoid about those Stanley knives. The damage that they can do to a human being. Phenomenal. In fun fact, I don't know if you're able to see it. Can you see them? Yeah, just there. And barely if you look across there. When I was going to say when I was younger. Yes, I was younger, but I was in my 40s. I made the mistake. I had an electric chainsaw. And it's the luckiest thing ever for me. I was cutting some wet branches and they kept slipping. So I thought, oh, it's a little chainsaw. And the blade's about that long. And I held the branch and the blade skittered across the branches and went over my fingers, like the middle finger and then the ring finger. And I've got a scar there now. It split the skin open to the point I could see the bone. And I freaked out so much. I ran upstairs. This is a long time ago. Didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to freak the kids out or my now ex-wife. I patched it up with Band-Aids, but I could see the bone. The skin had split and stretched. And I remember coming back down and bursting into tears. I got such a fright because even a fraction more, I would have cut my own fingers off. So I've become very paranoid of anything with a blade. So yeah, that's why I keep saying to you guys, once you're finished, put it straight back, because if you reach out for it, you might slice something. And because I work out here by myself, you guys are here, but you're not. And you won't get the video if I do, hurt myself badly. So I never deliberately leave a blade out. Even if it's between strokes and I'm talking to you guys and I'm putting it backwards and forwards, you literally can, end everything by not paying attention with this stuff. Okay, so I said I'm going to go up and over, which means I'm then going to have to Frankenstein the rest of this box, which is all good. We will slice it down here. That means that part will be removed. Oh, yeah, you can see. Will be removed. I'm not a bad box Frankensteiner. We had to do a lot of this when I was working at the clothing warehouse. You constantly have to cut down boxes because different orders would be different sizes. And because we shipped to our retail operation as well as to customers. Okay, so, God, there was a lot of dust in that. I've had that box for a while though. Okay, so over. Better get rid of the rest of that label though. I forgot this is the thing that Joey sent me. Though I can see he's using a parcel locker. That's all right, that's gone. All right, so we're gonna bring this up and over, and then, yep, I'll be able to fold that up and over. And look, it is ungainly, you can see that, but what you can also see is it does the bloody job. But what I'm gonna add to it, I'm gonna add a bit of cardboard to it because we can. I've got offcuts here. You know, essentially what I'm saying here is, here's something I didn't pick up earlier. And that is lazy. If I do that, come down, okay, so fold it. I don't remember every single time, but I generally do, and when I do, that's one of the few things I am mindful of. If I go, oh, I haven't done that blade back up, I will stop and do it. Even though a lot of people go, oh, what's the point? You know, you'll be done in a second. Yeah, but I might pick it up wrong. If I pick it up wrong, my goose may be cooked. So, up and over. So it's stuff like this where I'm not too concerned, because even though we're going up and over the top when they undo it, they are going to see that I bubble wrapped. And that sale, I bought 3 Batman statues when I was over there in the States, and they don't suit my collection of Batman stuff at all. I don't know why. I don't like how they look with my other stuff, which is mainly action figures. One day I will show you the collection. I've probably got about 40 or so Batman action figures, I think, which isn't a lot, I know. One thing I would ask, if you guys have got Batman action figures that you genuinely don't want, please send them to me at my PO box, PO box 7002. And if you want money for them, please contact me first. I will pay for the right figures. I'm not asking for freebies. I love Batman. Most of my figures are the McFarlane Toys ones, so they're very detailed. And yeah, I spent quite a lot of money on them. I don't keep them in their packets. I throw all the packets out because it's for me to enjoy, not for something that may be worth down the track. Okay, have I got everything covered there? I do. I'm just going to reapply that over the top. Done. That's a good thing, guys. All right, so, oh, thank goodness let's pretend. Thank goodness you reminded me. I've got to do the halo gun. So, I nearly forgot. It's quite beautiful, that chanting at the start of the Halo games. Okay, is there any other scrap cardboard? Because that other box is a decent box. Worst case, I will use it though. Maybe Ali's used up the rest of the cardboard. Oh, cardboard, where are you? Okay, let's have a look. Gonna lift you guys up to make a bit of room for me. Does she, can you see? Does she have any cardboard? Got to move those computer games too. Oh, no. Once again, we're Frankensteining today, so I'll move the drink so as I don't knock it over onto everything. Is this long enough? Yes, okay. So, this will fit in here, I hope. Yes, it does. Okay, so the main body of it, This doesn't require like, well, to give you an idea, you guys can see there, you're probably not even watching at this point. I know you're listening, but I know you're probably not watching. All I'm doing is I'm cutting off the excess cardboard once again, just to make some of this taping easier to do. And I'll get rid of the bottom side as well. Basically, I don't need these parts that would normally fold up because we're going to be conducting an operation here. Okay, so what I'm going to do initially here is I'm actually taping up the bottom of the package just to hold the bits of paper together, or cardboard, sorry. I don't know if these see, I did forget the knife and it was almost falling. But then I see it and I stop. I'm like, okay, stop. Just stop what you're doing. Safety first. And you guys have to remember that too. Safety first, you come first. All right? You are far more important than your customer's purchase. Now, I can't remove all of this, but I can remove half of it, or I'll do a fold over. I'll do a fold over. So I know some people who do with these, they display them. So I hope whoever's buying this is a collector who has fun with the Nerf guns. That would make me happy. Not that it really matters. It's their item. Do what you want with it. Okay, so then we'll fold that over here. But now we can take advantage of it and tape it the whole way around. It sort of ends up acting like a large cardboard envelope. Push this one a bit down too. Fold that over. Now, there it is. I'm going to tape it more, but you wouldn't even have to. It would hold. For domestic, it would hold. But it might look neater for the customer. But it is bubble wrapped inside as well, as you saw quite extensively. I did that the other day, but I did show you guys. Run the ends down as well. Ow, ow, ow. That was weird. My hand cramped up as I held the cardboard. That hurt. All right. This goes to here. Do you want to know, I realised something the other day that actually made me really sad. The horror author convention thing that I didn't have enough money to go to. It's on in 2 weeks. And made me feel quite sad that I'm not going to be over there seeing some of my horror book friends and authors, and more importantly, my readers that may have wanted me to be there. It's kind of bizarre. It's bizarre knowing that you're good at something. Like, I'm not Stephen King good or anything like that. I have my own style that's a bit peculiar, how I write. And the people who like my writing really like my writing. You know, other people can take and leave it, but it's bizarre to know that I do have a fan base of people who read my stuff, yet it doesn't make me enough to go and see them. It's like, I don't know. It's sort of not like a professional athlete. That's not the right analogy. But yeah, I don't know. Just not being able to sell enough books yet, even though they sell in their thousands, for it to generate enough money for me to go to America for 3 days. Which would be silly. Like, if I was actually going over, I'd want to go for 2 weeks. I've got some, not even in the horror community, like one of my one of my oldest friends, Brett, who is a channel member of this channel, but I think it's more just because he's a good mate. I don't know if he even watches, but he's a mid-flip member. Aren't you, Brett? Donna. Someone joined up anyhow under Brett's name. And yeah, I wanted to catch up with Brett for a week. I wanted to catch up with my other friend David for a few days. And they were happy to drive from other parts of the country to be there for me. But yeah, bloody plane tickets. Annoying. It's annoying. Okay, pick and pack and feeling sorry for myself. It did make me sad though, because going over to America where most of my readers are, and Australia doesn't have a lot of stuff like this, it would have been next level awesome. So maybe next year, or hopefully we can organise some stuff in Australia. That'd be good. I'm going to do my own bit to try to promote Australian authors. I did the thing at the library the other day, and I will put that on YouTube. And then I'm going to see if some of my Aussie author mates are happy to either meet up in real life or I'll find software to interview them. I'm going to try to pump it up a little bit. I've also, under my Tori Favreau YouTube channel, if you guys wouldn't mind going there, please, and subscribing, there's next to no content. I can't pretend there's next to no content on there because I've only just started it. But I'm going to, Disgruntled Octopus, if you're in this world. He's a friend, but he also has a YouTube channel. We're sort of similar, but not similar. Don't know. We bounce off each other really well. He suggested that I should be doing a bit more on the books and has been encouraging me. So I've got the YouTube channel, Tori Favreau Author, I think it's called. And I'm just going to start reviewing horror. It's going to be horror movies, horror books, me talking about my books. And I'm going to try to grow a presence there, and I'll partner it up with a TikTok channel as well. Let's get the hell out of here. All right. I'll see you guys at home. And yeah, I'm a bit parched. So yeah, I actually, no, one more thing before we go. I listed all these games the other day, and they're over on Ali's side of the offsite. Oh God, that's heavy. So for now, I shall make them a me problem over here. And I'll empty, wait a second, is that an empty tub? Oh, hang on. No guys, we may be here a little bit longer. Sorry, but if I can do the right thing by me, I was just talking about doing the right thing by me, this will be doing the right thing by our business, right? Because it's just another chance maybe, just for today, even if it's all I can cope with. I might knock stuff over doing this. This is the only downside. Yep, everything's going to fall down, so you can have a laugh at me. Here we go, stuff's falling. But I can access a tub down here that I don't think, it may not be broken even. It's actually, oh no, that one's to support that one. Okay, so how do I do this? You grub, as I've been called before. You grub like you. God, we got upset about that, didn't we? Well, I did. Didn't like this person calling everyone, myself included, a grub, just because we're trying to earn a living. Okay, please give me that. Oh my God. Okay, that is literally, if you're not watching, that is, I was going to say the F word because I'm frustrated, but the only person to be frustrated with is me. I chose to put shit in a stupid spot. Get out of there. If I say please, would you do it? Yep, there we go. Sometimes manners works. Sometimes manners don't work. Oh, God. Ta-da. I'm pleased I'm doing it. I'm frustrated that I had to do it that way. Hopefully this tub's big enough, because I listed all those computer games into bag, not a tub. Bloody Nora. But if they do all fit in there, that would be amazing. Amazingly good. And I don't want them getting wrecked by not being in a tub, because some of them are actually worth really decent money. So yeah, I really do want them to fit in there. But once again, also, it's frustrating because they're not going to a clear tub, which means whenever I want something out of there, I've got to upend the whole thing. But there are certainly worse problems than that in life, aren't there? And now I also know I've done the right thing if there's enough room. I've done the right thing if there's enough room, and if not, we've had a bloody good crack at it. I might fluke it though, guys. Might be able to fluke it today. I think the odds are on my side, which will be a whole heap of lovely. Yes, yes. I know it sounds silly. They all fit in. Yes. Like I said, just if you get a little win, run with it. Yes. Don't know whether packing, I prefer to put, no, I'll just use the Aussie Post tape. So, guys, I'd like to welcome you to tub number 61. Tub 61, present and accounted for. 61. I know it's stupid. I am really pleased with that though. Because it's baby steps, and I know it's stupid. I don't know if you guys are like this. I don't know if it's the autism or what it is, but for me, it's like, it's so easy to walk away from something and just go, oh, you know, this is falling, I'm in a hurry, but now I've literally saved myself time by doing this. And I've also protected my stock against accidental damage. There's one more tub off the ground. Celebrate it. I'm happy. All right, let's get the hell out of here, legends. Thank you for helping me out whilst I was doing that too. You may laugh at that comment, but it does keep me accountable. I'll see you guys at home. That's a bit of morning now, isn't it? I hear music, sweet, sweet music. That's refreshing. Alright guys, so basically the day ended up not going to plan at all. I got a call from my dad and he was on it all well, so we've gone over there and yeah, he wasn't doing well at all and called the ambulance, and yeah, he's off at hospital at the moment, and they're just waiting to let him in, and my sister's there with him, and then tomorrow it'll be my turn. So didn't end up at all as planned, and was upsetting. So yeah, I'll be headed off there tomorrow, and we'll just check on him and we'll just go from there. All right, it's a vlog, things happen. So yeah, just gonna have a very quiet night, not doing the live tonight. And yeah, I thought I should at least finalize the day, because I have posted in Facebook to the group that I won't be going live, and just in case you guys are like, oh, why didn't we have a live stream tonight? That's why. So if you sat all the way through and got to this point, you'll now know why there's no live. But I'll see you on the next one. All right, you take care. Bye.